Hi, Kristen here. I know I didn't get to do a regular What's in the Box Wednesday on Wednesday. Today's Friday, but I did not want to let this week fly by without opening a box. I'm determined, at least once a week. So I could have just let it slide by, but I'm like, no, you know what? There's other people that I know in my life that are trudging through a lot worse than I am, going through a lot more than I am. So even though I feel like this week has been quite an overwhelming one with a lot of things that have happened that are beyond my control, um, like my car breaking down, um, and costing lots of money. I know I'm not alone there either, but we're marching forward. We're not going to stop. We are unstoppable. So, yeah, as a matter of fact, that even brings up, why I'm wearing this shirt today. It's Pump It Up for Platelets. A dear friend of mine. Um, today, today is the day that you support, and it's an autoimmune disease called ITP. Um, so a friend that I grew up with, her son, a few years ago, his name is Devin. He is 24 years old, and he was born with this genetic autoimmune disorder um, called ITP and ALPS syndrome. And Devin also had, he lived on the spectrum with autism. So he was very high functioning, super extreme smart boy. And, where I'm going through this liquidation process with grief for my folks, it's a natural thing to lose our parents, but it is a very unnatural thing to lose a child. And that's what happened. Devin, I guess I'll have to back up, platelets. It's something that you don't think about until you don't have enough of them, and what they do is, well, they're a cell fragment, and so it's in our blood, and it forms clots so that we don't bleed out. It helps prevent bleeding. Platelets do, and so if you don't have enough of them, you can bleed not only externally but internally under the skin, and you may have a lot of trouble to stop the bleeding. So if you have a low count, it's it's so detrimental. Because ITP is a rare autoimmune condition. So it's a disease of basically platelet destruction, and it's where your body basically attacks itself, its own. It destroys healthy platelets. Um, and people with ITP also have like a platelet production problem, and there's absolutely no cure. No cure. And so, what you do with once you're diagnosed with, the doctors come up with a diagnosis, they come up with a treatment plan, and it's just basically to help control the symptoms or improve your quality of life. And so, usually, with one autoimmune issue, there's another. It's just a given with any autoimmune disorder. and plays havoc on your body. So the other one that Devin was diagnosed with was ALPS. It's a very, very rare genetic disorder. And what it does, it leads to like the enlargement or swelling of lymph nodes and the spleen. So, it's a horrible thing, really, because you're often unable to produce or maintain protective antibodies. So you are always vulnerable, even against vaccinations. So it doesn't matter if you are vaccinated, what is in the vaccine, you're it works against you and not for you when you have these autoimmune issues. So a few years ago, Devin, he ended up with a brain bleed. And then that in turn caused him to have a stroke, and he passed away. So, just when you think you got problems, right? Yeah. So, there's no other grief, I don't believe, harder than the loss of that. It doesn't compare. Although Devin's parents, who facilitate a grief share program in their church, which I think is amazing, they'll tell you that grief is grief, regardless of the loss, because we all suffer individually our own way, and we all grieve in our own way. So I can see that, but even to this day, and I'm so proud of my friend Donna, just waking up in the morning, just to take a breath. I've heard her say it. Breathing is a struggle sometimes. So, if Devin's mom and dad can march forward and honor their son and continue to do what they're doing and spreading awareness, and oh my gosh, they're raising money for research and everything, all because of the loss of their son. If they can still get up every morning and dad can work and mom can breathe, we got this. We got this. So anyway, enough about ITP and ALPS, but I'm so grateful that I could use this platform to bring it to your attention too, my Hippie Magic Sisters followers. And now we'll just go ahead and maybe start with another box. One moment. So in this box, which is box number 13, are some of my mama's beautiful flamingos. She loved them. And that looks like a egret. But they're so pretty. Those old retro flamingos. This was a heavy box. There are some linens, vintage linens. So pretty. Because it was just filled with a variety of things. And this is like a rose bowl. A crystal rose bowl. You put water in it and you can float a pretty little rose in there. Some people use floating candles. And just a couple marbles in there, along with some decorative ornamental marbles. And then we've got some little novelty things. This little fish. Oh, you know what that is? This is pretty cool. It's a tape measure. See that? I don't know if I can. I'm so sorry. See? It's a tape measure. I guess for the fishermen to measure how big their fish is. Some little spoons. Abraham Lincoln here. I don't know what spoon this is. It's hard to read. Oh, and this looks like, you know, not the, it's the ladies' Masonics. What are they called? Eastern Stars. That's what they are. And this looks like an old vintage toothbrush holder. Little frog salt and pepper shakers. Super cute. This one little, was this a salt and pepper shaker? I think. Maybe. Maybe not. No? It's just a little cute figurine. Little puppy. Cactus, salt and pepper. This says mustard. Never seen a mustard jar. I don't know what this is, but it's full. It's pretty neat. I guess this is an old bottle of liquor of some sort. It says Portugal. It's really pretty. So I'll have to look that up. That's pretty. And this little donkey. It's like a little pot metal or cast iron or something. It has something written on there too. Have to get my magnifier. And these little old small tiny pictures. I remember those in Mom's cabinet. And these are years ago I still have mine that my grandpa made. He carved out for my grandmother when he was a young man. And they used these to make a German cookie called Springerles. And if you're lucky enough to have a bakery nearby, like we do, every year you can get Springerle cookies during Christmas time. Absolutely love them. It's a family tradition. Don't make them, but I buy them at the bakery. And, Mom liked roosters, chickens, and this cute little, there's fake strawberry in a little enamel pot. This looks like a vintage, a little old, more, grass cutting more. And how sweet is that? Aww, that'd be cute in a wreath or something. And this looks like something from the war. Like Civil War era. You put your gunpowder in. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Salt and pepper shakers. Aw, baby shoe. Look how cute that is. It's adorable. Aw. Don't you just wonder how many hands that's gone through? Isn't this cute? And the little one that wore it. Little deer. Little doe. That's adorable. And 1942. That's the year both my folks were born. That's a neat one. And all of this too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, salt and pepper shakers. Very cute. Whoops. Don't know. This could have been my grandparents. Wasn't my mom and dad's. They didn't celebrate like that. So this is cute. And like I said, mom, she liked her roosters and chickens. This is pretty. Blue. Look at the pretty lady. I love these. Germany. So fancy. Look how cute. Oh, it's adorable. My mom loved this. I can still see this sitting on her dresser. Very pretty. Italy. Little duck, emmer ducks. And looks like a pelican or a crane or something. That's very pretty though. Oh, and these birds too. I got these birds from my grandparents when I was younger. Very cute. Made out of quartz, I believe. My mama's favorite color, that lime green. This is awfully pretty. Different. More flamingos back here. Look how beautiful. So pretty. They just don't make stuff like that anymore. Some sort of precious moment, which I don't know who that could have belonged to. But anyway, I don't remember that being my mom's. And I did get my mom these one year when I lived in Tennessee. She was into cows that year. For a couple years, she loved her cows. But I thought they were a cute couple. And this is so pretty too. This flamingo. Or is that a flamingo? Yeah, it's a flamingo. Oh, how neat is that? And then there's that. And also got these vases. There's two of these. Two of these vases. And two of these candlestick holders. And so there you have it for this What's in the Box number 13, guys. Isn't that wonderful? We did it. That was a lot in that box. My gosh, no wonder it was so heavy and it was on top. Oh my gosh, we did it. All right, guys, so there you have it. That was a lot, wasn't it, in that box? So anyway, I'm glad we had another one down, and I'm glad that I didn't let the week pass without getting all of this out. So tomorrow I'll just try my best to get a lot of these things priced and out of here. And thanks for listening to me talk about ITP and platelets and my friend and her family and Devin. And I'm just so proud of her, you know, and Kent and their other son, Cullen. They've been through so much in the last 4 years, and you know, that's just another example of knowing that we're not alone. There's so many of us out there that have things we just don't talk about. But you know, I had never heard of ITP or ALPS until this happened to my friend and her son. And she happened to be the carrier of the gene. So imagine, even how much she carries that on her shoulders. So, but like I said, they also have, in honor of Devon, they have every year a Devon Bowl. And this past year, it was just this past month, earlier, Kent and Donna and their other son Cullen raised over $15,000 to go towards research for ITP. So it's wonderful what they're doing, and how much they're honoring their boy. And I know he's just so proud beaming down on them, from this universe. And so, if you want to know more about it, let me know. I've got some information here about platelet disorder support, in this association. But it's amazing, how people suffer in silence and or don't even know about it. And Devon's dad, Kent, wrote this book also about everything that they had gone through. It's called Devon's Life on the Spectrum, the true story of a boy who changed lives, and I think he is still changing lives through his parents. So it's pretty exciting. Thanks for letting me share that with you. And if you feel like what I'm doing might help someone else in similar situations, please share, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you'll get all of our notifications. Shoot us a comment if you have any questions about anything. And I just thank you all so much for allowing me to share. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully I'll be right on track next Wednesday. Until then, thank you so much for listening, and have, like I said, a great weekend. Be safe. Peace.